Hey everybody, I'm Brian with Aromacup.com, and thank you guys again for joining me here in my virtual coffee shop brought to you by Aromacup.com. Today I'm going to be giving you just a quick video overview of how to make coffee using the Blu Tigres single serve brewer. This is a really cool machine. I've been using it fairly exclusively for a little while now. We have another overview video on it which you may want to check out where we go very in depth into the features of the unit. But today I'm just going to show you guys how to make coffee using this machine because it's a little bit different from other single serve machines currently on the market. Namely, because it makes use of filter pods. And this is kind of interesting because most single serve machines, in fact pretty much all, use plastic pods. And that's something we've talked about a lot in many of our videos and things like that. And so some folks aren't quite as into that. This would be the machine you want to check out if you're looking for a little bit of a different single serve experience. So let me show you how this machine works. The pods come in these foil sealed packages, and it's just a simple filter pod. It looks like a lot like Senseo pods, which we've talked about just a little bit here before. But one of the things I can tell you about all the coffee I've tried from Blu Tigres, which I think is really, really awesome, is that this coffee smells absolutely amazing. Like every pod smells great and the coffee is really, really good. I've been really impressed. If you want to find out some information about the different coffees that are available and as well as teas and things like that, go to BluTigres.com. We'll have a link in our video description right here because you'll want to check out their site for finding out how to buy one of these machines and get more pods. The coffee that I'm trying today is the Colonel Fitzroy's blend. It's from Zoka Coffee. They're a roaster out of Seattle. And I've really liked everything I've had so far. So let's show you how to make use of this. The machine's really easy to use. It's one of the things I think is great about it. In order to start brewing, all you have to do is, of course, make sure you have water. Make sure that your machine is on, and you'll know that because of the small blue LCD on the front of the unit, which is very simple, just simply tells you how much coffee really you're going to be brewing. And to start brewing, open up the pod holder right here, and it just slides out, this real simple tray. And then each of these pod filters are marked very distinctly this side down on the bottom of them. So you just need to make sure that you take that pod filter and put it into the tray this side down. Slide that tray right back in. It slides in really easily. It seems at first you would think that maybe the filter would get caught. It doesn't. I've never seen it happen, which is awesome. Close this lever on the side. That locks down the brewing mechanism and gets the whole thing ready to brew. After that, we're just going to take our tumbler. I have a relatively large one here, and you'll notice that the clearance space is kind of small on this machine, but like many other single serve machines, it's really easy to just remove this bottom tray and get some extra room for brewing, so you can just slide in your tumbler right there. Then all we have to do, of course, make sure that we have water, and then we're going to choose how much coffee we're going to make. And we do that by simply clicking on the volume button. So we have a choice of anywhere between 5, 8, 9, 10, and 12 ounces. So it's really easy to choose how much you want. I'm going to go ahead and just do 10 ounces today. So you'll click that a couple times, the screen will blink a couple, and as long as it says it's ready on the screen, you can just start brewing. So let's go ahead and start brewing some coffee. So one of the things I find really, really interesting about this machine is that the pump which is inside of it sounds a lot like the pumps that I'm used to from most single serve espresso machines and smaller espresso machines. And something you're going to notice as I'm brewing right here is, and keep in mind, this is just coffee. This is not an espresso blend or anything like that, and there's no computerized this and that going on inside of the Blu Tigres single serve brewer, which is telling it to brew this like an espresso or anything like that. It's just very simply that the pump that's in this machine puts out coffee that's kind of a lot like espresso. Every single drink that I get out of it has a crema on it, which I find really interesting. It's actually really nice because it seems like the coffee brews A, a lot hotter than a lot of other machines that I've used off and on, and B, because of the pressure that's in it, I just get a better brew out of the whole machine. So I've really enjoyed everything that I've had out of this machine so far. It brews really fast, as you can see. Startup from first powering this machine up to being able to brew is generally only about 90 seconds, which is really good. So you can see how easy it is to make a coffee. Clean up again is really simple. All you have to do is open up this lever, pull out the tray, and then you can do away with that pod. Another cool thing about these pods is that they're 100% biodegradable. So you could compost that pod if you wanted. If you do end up throwing it away, it's going to biodegrade very quickly as compared to a plastic pod or something like that. And then just make sure that you put your tray right back in. So of course, if you use a regular size cup, you've got that tray right there. It's a big tray also, which is kind of cool. So if you do have overflow, you don't have too much of a mess. So there you have it, guys. That's a quick overview of the Blu Tigres single serve brewer. Again, I really dig this machine. If you want to check out more information about it, go to BluTigres.com. You'll find a link in our description right down here. And of course, don't forget to join us at Aromacup.com, where you can join our forums and find a lot more information about single serve brewers just like this one and many, many others on the market. Again, guys, I'm Brian with Aromacup.com. Thank you so much for joining me as always, and enjoy your cup. Take care.